Well, hi folks, getting on for the middle of June now. Weather's feeling like autumn. It's freezing cold. It's put about 7 inches of rain down the last 2 weeks where I am, so it's not been too good. And we're having a few problems as well, but anyway, like I always do, I'll show you my successes as well as my failures as well as my successes. So we'll start off in this bit as per usual. These are my leeks that I planted just before the heat wave, so they've all taken really well now. Remember, I just dipped them in their little holes, watered them in, and now they've all rooted well and growing away, so that's not too bad. This is my second lot of peas in there. It's been that windy, they've been getting a bit of a battering, so anyway, there's not a lot you can do about it. This is my asparagus, which I've just let grow because I'm trying to get it to build its energy stores up for the coming years, so I've not taken any. So that's why I've done that, really. My little shrubbery bit, because of all the rain, I've never known anything grow as much as it has in this last sort of 2 months, so everything's really coming along. Really coming along. I do like this plant. It looks like holly, but it's actually quite soft. It is slightly spiky, but it's not too bad. Rhubarb's been really loving the rain as well. So I've got plenty of rhubarb coming along. Just had a wander over to my pond. I bought loads of these solar panels and things, and pumps and filters. I've got a bubbler there. Made myself some of these filters here, which filters up through stone and things, and you can, because it's always wet, I've put some water mint in there, so it's a bit less obtrusive. So it is starting to clear it up a bit slowly, so not too bad. Just have a look at these other bits. And the alliums now have all finished. They were really good, really colourful and spectacular. You'll have to forgive the camera because it's just on my phone, and it's just on my phone, so it may be a bit shaky. Load more rhubarb there. Had a bit of a disaster yet again with the gooseberries. As you can see, they're all covered in mildew. So, well, that plant is anyway. I think this plant's salvageable. There doesn't seem to be any mildew on these, but the big plant, it's just covered in mildew. But that's what happens when you get such damp, dank, horrible conditions like we've had. Since we've had the heat wave, it's just been absolutely terrible, so I'm not surprised. Strawberries in the pot. Starting to get a few little strawberries on now. Just need a bit of sun to swell them up and ripen them off, really. I've got a few more growing in another part as well. Just have a wander into the polytunnel. Take my gate down. I think I had a cat in here, actually, of all things. So as you can see, the difference between inside and out's phenomenal. These are my lettuces. These are the Verdagio, the pelleted seed. That's the last of my multigreen that I'll ever get. And these are the red variety of the pelleted seed called Classio. Got even more over here. I've got too many. Like I said, I always grow too many, but they don't have. They are a fantastic lettuce, these pelleted seeds. Look at that. Perfect. 100% germination. No problems at all. Got my French beans now. They're starting to climb up. So we should get a few beans in a few weeks, hopefully. Just have a look over here. And finally, look. I've got an apple. My first ever, oh, I've got another one there. My first ever apples on my tree. I think there's quite a lot on the tree that's planted in the ground, but I think what they can do is suffer from some kind of drop or something. Is it called a June drop or something, where they decide how many they can maintain and not rest fall off, so they probably all fall off, knowing my luck. Anyway, raspberries, if we do get some sunshine, I've got so many set. Absolutely, I mean literally millions of them, so I can't complain about that, but just need some sunshine. And as I said that, the sun's come out for the first time today. Grown some of this perpetual spinach. I'm going to take some of that this week and cook it and see what it tastes like. It's supposed to be quite nice and a lot easier than spinach. It doesn't go to seed like spinach is really prone to doing. So yeah, we'll give that a go. I'll just show you my foxgloves. Look at these. Unbelievable. There must be 100 plants in there. I've got normal purple ones. I even got one of the sort of the white ones, and they're all self-seeded, not sown any of these myself. So it's a heck of a show, and the bumblebees absolutely love it, so really pleased with those. I'm just gonna have to make sure I cut them down before they all seed, because otherwise there'll be foxgloves absolutely everywhere. So into my other bits, these are these successionally sown spring onions. That's quite difficult to say. These are the first lot. I think I've grown a bit too many in a clump, probably about 10, but they're probably just about ready to take now, so I will start taking them even if they're a bit small. So we should have the first spring onions in a couple of days. Garlic's looking good, parsnips looking good, potatoes are all leafed up well. Not had to worry about getting those watered over the last 2 or 3 weeks, because it's, like I said, it's done nothing but rain. It's been atrocious. So I planted my second lot of lettuce out, and I knew I was getting these little fancy things off Temu. They're supposed to be slug catchers, well, slug protectors. The idea being that the slug will find it, they're not 100% safe, but will find it difficult to crawl up and down and then around the lip and in. So they came 2 days after I planted them out, and 2 days after, 1 day after I planted them out, every single one was nibbled off. So I put these on, sort of basically closing the stable door after the horse was bolted. But if you can see, that's one that was nibbled to the ground, and it is starting to come back. But I think they work, because I planted these with them in and they've not been touched by slugs, so I actually think these are actually quite a good deterrent. If you see, look, I planted some rocket and stuff and none of that's been touched. It was just the lettuces that were eaten before I put the rings on. So they seem like a good idea, and they're dirt cheap. I think they're about 10p each. I got about 40 for a fiver or something, so it should be quite good. Right then, onto the disappointment bit in a minute. Before that, garlic's looking really good. As you know, I plant mine really late, a lot later than most people. Some more spring onions in there, doing really well. And now, onto the onions, which is not a good story whatsoever. If you can see, look, just look at all these seed heads. Look, I'm having a job seeing the sun's at my back now. But it's just, there must be 60–70% of my red onions gone to seed. Already without even the sign of a bulb, so they're absolutely worthless now. I might as well just pull them up. And also, even more disappointingly, is the normal onions, which generally never go to seed from heat treated seeds. So you buy your heat treated sets because they're sort of semi guaranteed not to go to seed. That's why you pay an absolute premium for them. So I've done that every year, never ever had any problem like this before. And I won't be buying them again. Well, not from Marshalls anyway, because I've emailed them twice. They've not had the courtesy to even reply to any of my emails regarding this problem. So Marshalls, you can shove it. I'm not buying anything from you again. You're just an ignorant company, and you will not be getting any of my custom from now on. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grow them from seed next year. My red ones, because then they're far less prone to going to seed than growing from sets. But like I said, never ever happened to me like this, and it's just absolutely devastating really, because you spend all the time weeding it for what? For nothing. It's just a waste of time. Anyway, forget about that. Forget about it. Right, I have done. So these are my shallots, doing really well. These are seed sown. Zebrun and Elista, doing really well. Not a sign of a seeded on there. Carrots really powering along now, looking really good in the boxes. So happy with those. Only got one misfire there. That's it out of a whole lot of 48, so that's really good. Peas are again loving the rain. Really climbing up now. Probably start getting this. Well, in fact, I've got a few flowers. Look, the first few flowers are just starting to form, so it won't be long till we get some peas on there. In this bit, I've had a bit of a problem with the old slugs in this bit, as you can probably see. They're a bit threadbare, some of the plants, so I think what I'll do, I'll put some of those rings around those as well. Can't do any harm, so there you go. So anyway folks, that's my little roundup. That's what's going on at the moment. Most things are doing well, but the onions have just been a real disappointment. So there we go folks, middle of June, quick update. See you later.